Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel, honey, and welcome back to another conversation. All right, I want to talk about this story real quick, which is crazy. Okay, a crazy story. This girl won $1 billion, okay, in a revenge lawsuit, okay, against her ex-boyfriend. And it's a really crazy story. I'm about to get into the details of it. Here's the thing though. I cannot find any pictures of these people. They are labeling the young lady as Jane Doe or either DL. Okay. I don't know if those are her true initials or if DL means down low, because y'all will never find out who the hell she is. But the boyfriend's name is all the way out there. And I still cannot seem to find a photo of this man. But girl, we have to talk about this story because this is crazy, because this man has so much access to her records and stuff, access to like her iCloud and all kind of things, leaking pictures, video, text messages, paying his rent with her accounts. Girl, it was so much going on, honey. I'm talking about so much SHI. We have got to get into this article. Let me tell y'all something. These women gonna start, I told y'all, these women gonna start suing y'all. All right? They finna start suing y'all for y'all. Okay, especially if you out here assaulting women. I said that's when y'all start hitting them in their pockets and stuff, maybe they'll start getting it together and not putting their hands on folks. But she hit him in his pockets, not for, physical things, as far as him physically harming her, from my understanding, but it's more so the way that he tried to damage her image because she didn't want to be with him no more. So let's just get into this article, okay? They're saying woman whose ex allegedly shared her explicit photos urge victims to take their power back. Now, the relationship between DL and her boyfriend started to fall apart in 2020 while they were living together in Chicago. Not long after that, as DL's lawyers tell it, the spying began, okay? Fueled by what attorneys describe as delusional and paranoid jealousy, her ex, Marcus Jamal Jackson, okay, logged into a security system in DL's mother's house in Texas, where DL had moved to temporarily. He began recording her every move without her knowledge or her consent. This mother was crazy. You hear me? Not your ass all the way out there in Chicago. Y'all relationship has come to an end. She done relocated to Texas to live with her mama till she can get on her feet. And you over there somehow didn't access the security system at her mama house. If I was her mama, I would sue your ass too. Okay, invading my privacy. That's a different invasion of a privacy. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so they're saying over the next few years, Jackson ramped up his efforts against DL. So this is not something that happened for a little bit of time. This is something that happened for years. All right. They're saying over the next few years, Jackson ramped up his efforts against DL, who was identified in court documents by her initials or by Jane Doe. Okay. He did this to publicly shame her and upend her life. He took advantage of access to her phone, email, social media, and bank accounts, and even hacked into her company's security system. He gathered explicit images of this girl along with her personal information and shared them with the world via a publicly accessible Dropbox folder, a page on a prominent porn site, okay, and multiple social media platforms. So he has taken images and stuff of this girl and uploaded it to PRN sites, social media sites, and anywhere else he could get his hands on to try to damage her. And y'all NIGJAs kill me. Like, why can't breakups just be smooth? Either y'all trying to beat her ass because she don't want to be with you. I saw a video on TikTok where this boy damaged this girl's fucking home, ketchup and stuff all over the walls, knocked the damn refrigerator down, put a huge hole in her wall because she didn't want to be with him anymore. And I guess he told her to do something and said, if you don't do it, I'm gonna hurt you and your kids. Are you okay? Why do y'all not just leave relationships you don't want to do what you need to do while you in it? And when she no longer wants to be there, y'all want to go and terrorize. Like I said, if you're not beating her ass, you're damaging their properties, you're unaliving them, and now you're over here blackmailing them, trying to embarrass them and shame them across social media. But y'all gonna learn on today. Okay, and y'all gonna keep on when y'all gonna try that with the right woman, and she gonna end up having that fire on her. She gonna pop y'all ass. Okay, but let's keep going, because this is crazy. So yes, he gathered all of this information on this girl and shared it. He sent this information with the links and everything to this Dropbox. He sent it to her family, her friends, and her coworkers, trying to damage this girl. Girl, I can't wait to get to the details of the lawsuit. So they're saying on March 5th of 2022, y'all, this was last year now. They're saying her lawyer said this man sent her a message and he said, you will spend the rest of your life trying and failing to wipe yourself off the internet. Everyone you ever meet will hear the story and go looking. Happy hunting. Now, sir, I've been over here looking for her and I can't find her. I've been over here looking for you and I can't find you. So are you sure about that? Because I'm sure her attorneys hurried up and got to Google and whoever else and scrubbed all her shit off the internet, which is probably why the settlement is so fucking large. And while you sit over here talking about this girl going to be spending the rest of her life trying to wipe herself or whatever from the internet, you're going to be spending the rest of your life paying her as every fucking coin that you got. Are you okay? Let's keep going. So this right here looks to be a post that was made. And it says, I want you to show everyone I know that this is what I am now. I will anyway. Police too won't change the fact that you will spend the rest of your life trying and failing to wipe yourself off the internet. Everyone you ever meet will hear the story and go looking. I've tried everything to make it easier leaving this place. Okay, I've tried everything to make it easier leaving this place, and this is the last thing I can think of. I hope you feel how I did. Happy hunting. So this is weird because it seems like, are you about to unalive yourself now after you feel like you've damaged her so, and now that you done got this $1 billion lawsuit that you owe her on? So are you about to go ahead and take your life? What's going on? Let's get into more. They're saying these are just a few of the allegations laid out in a sweeping harassment lawsuit that DL filed against Jackson last year, April 2022. Last week, a jury in Harris County, Texas, awarded her $1.2 billion, much more than what was originally sought, in a verdict that serves as a message to anyone who would pursue a similar campaign of online abuse. That's how you sock it to them. That'll teach them. Okay. Now they're saying that DL's lead attorney says he doesn't expect Jackson to pay out the full $1.2 billion. Of course not. Though he told the HuffPost there are legal remedies that Jane Doe can pursue in execution of the judgment. They're saying that Jackson will spend the rest of his life trying and failing to wipe this financial debt clear. I know that's right. Come on, petty attorney. I know that's right. Why she gonna be over there spending the rest of her life trying to scrape her image and stuff off social media and porn sites? You're gonna be over there spending the rest of your life trying to wipe away this financial debt. Okay, period. He says this trial was not about the money or the number. It was about the message. Come on. We applied the strength of this woman to file this lawsuit and set an example by warning others that if you engage in image-based sexual abuse, you will spend the rest of your life with an excessive judgment over your head. Be careful what you ask for. Do you hear me? Be careful what it is that you ask for. They said, according to the documents, Jackson and DL started dating in 2016. Okay. And that's when the relationship began. It was mutual. It was full of love. They trusted each other. Everything was good. Right. As the years went on, the young woman entrusted Jackson with access to her and her mother's personal information and accounts, including, girl, you gave this man too much. I'm not going to lie. You gave him too much access, okay, to your email, social media logins, electronic devices at her mother's Texas home, including the security system. Now, this is where I have to question, all right? Now, one, I feel like you gave him too much. But I also wonder, in the relationship, was he heavily controlling? How was he in the relationship to where you felt the need to give him so much access to so much of your life, you and your mom's? I'm just wondering that. Now, they're saying that her attorney told the HuffPost that the relationship went downhill after Jackson lost his job in 2019. And then the two separated in 2020 during the pandemic, okay? Now, that's when Jackson allegedly began tapping into DL's mother's home security system to watch her. Now, according to court documents, Jackson grew delusional, paranoid after the breakup became official in October of 2021. So it seems like they broke up in 2020, but still in communication, trying to figure it out, what they gonna do versus what they not gonna do. And then in October 2021, she realized, I'm good. I don't have to deal with this. I'm fine, right? And he believed that the girl was having an intimate relationship with a mutual friend. So it was around this time that Mr. Jackson's behavior went from childish to unlawfully torturous, all right? Child, this is crazy. So the attorney is alleging that his activity increased, and the woman began keeping an Excel spreadsheet itemizing the types of attacks, the publication method and addresses of those attacks, and the specific evidence of the attack. That spreadsheet spanned 5 pages of activity over the course of 3+ years. Girl, you had better been out there advocating for yourself and making notes of everything. Girl, that's some SHI I would do. Okay, I'm here for that, girl. Okay, listing the date, when it happened, okay, the time that it happened, on what website it happened on, the type of form that it happened, who initiated it, girl. Yes, break it on down for the people. I'm going to make it easy for you as I send this spreadsheet over so you can see exactly what I endured all of these years. Come on, Miss DL. All right. They said that she was in a state of shock and disbelief when a person whom she trusted and loved for over 4 years began to turn on her. That's crazy. It looks like she said, I couldn't wrap my head around what was happening. It was such a deeply hurtful betrayal by someone I loved and trusted. And when it didn't stop, I was met with an overwhelming feeling that I had no control. I felt violated and disgusting and a great shame. Those feelings only got worse as it continued. Now, from October 2021 to March of 2022, Jackson continued to harass this girl by abusing her login information, including by changing her Zoom information and emailing her loan officer with a claim that she'd taken a fraudulent loan. So this girl had a loan officer to get her a home, and you tried to restrict this woman from being able to even buy to move forward with getting her home. Girl, that man had too much access. And the gag was, when you broke up with him, why didn't you think of that? Those would have been the first things that I changed and turned the hell off. Oh my God. Because you know he went in there, got access to her stuff, changed her passwords and everything. That's crazy. And I feel like he manipulated you into giving him all of that access because he knew soon as you broke up with him, Mad Day was coming and he was going to air it the fuck out. Girl, no, ma'am. I hate you experienced that, honey. I'm not going to lie to you, girl. Whew, this is a crazy story. This is crazy. They're saying Jackson continued to torment DL by posting explicit material of her online, making it available on well-known P sites and various social media accounts. They're saying Jackson's alleged actions have been described in some coverage of the suits as revenge P. All right. They're saying that he referred to it as image-based sexual abuse, basically. Now, with revenge P, you think of people who are agreeing to having pornography, right? The basis of this case was that our client, Jane Doe, was unaware that videos are being recorded of her. Okay, so I guess is that what makes it different? That's why he calls it image-based sexual abuse, because she wasn't aware that these things were being recorded, whereas some people may have willingly recorded things. And then with revenge P, even though you willingly recorded it with your partner or whatever, or ex-partner, they put it out, right? So then that's them trying to get revenge. But in this case, she had no knowledge of any of the things that he was recording, filming, or doing anything. And he was putting that stuff out. And that's why I believe he's labeling it as image-based sexual abuse. Girl, that is crazy. You think of people who are agreeing to, yeah, okay. That's crazy. Is there anything else? Jackson made DL's personal information available for anyone to access, including her name, home address, all of that, according to the lawsuit. He allegedly took things further by creating a website, y'all, and uploading the explicit images to a Dropbox folder that was publicly accessible. Jackson also had access to DL's personal bank account and used her money to pay his rent and make purchases without her consent. No, ma'am. He allegedly repeatedly called and texted DL using fake phone numbers and used fake social media profiles to harass her friends, family, and coworkers with her intimate images and private information. Girl, that's crazy. They said he dedicated his life to his plot and that he would be up at night sending explicit images of his ex-girlfriend to people. They said they tried everything in her she tried everything in her power to stop Jackson, including pressing criminal charges, getting a restraining order, and contacting the online platforms to take the material down, but she never got a helpful response from authorities. Child, this is crazy. There was a vivid moment that I felt there was no escape. I felt I was completely hopeless. I felt no one would hear my plea for help. This is what the girl was saying. Whoo, child, this is crazy. Looks like one of the attorneys may have said she absolutely won, and so every time this man tries to apply for a job or tries to apply for credit or maybe even gets a new girlfriend, all they need to do is Google Marcus Jamal Jackson, and what comes up is a $1.2 billion judgment. So be careful what you ask for. I know that's right. I know that's right, honey. Be careful what it is that you sit up here and you fucking ask for. Girl, I just hate that we cannot see what he looks like. Because that boy may try and go and change his name or not even give out his real name. Hello? Because we don't trust him. But I do want to check out this news story. So let me go ahead and pull that up and see what they had to say about this real quickly, okay?
Was awarded over $1 billion in a revenge porn lawsuit.
She says she was harassed for years by an ex-boyfriend who emailed sexually explicit images of her without her consent and posted pictures and videos of her online.
And finally, the victim says she was given her day in court. Anieli Ruiz joins us with the latest. Anieli.
That's right, a $1.2 billion verdict for this woman. A huge victory. She says for the last few years, she's lived in fear for anything and everything that was posted about her. But now she hopes that by sharing her story, she's able to help other victims who are also going through this ordeal.
Painful, scary.
Jane Doe has been a victim of what people call revenge porn for the last few years. She wanted her identity concealed for safety reasons.
I guess to just make my life the worst that it could be.
She dated Jamal Jackson Marquez for 4 years, but once she broke up with him in 2020, that's when she says the harassment began.
Had taken non-consensual photographs, video and audio of her during intimate moments, and following the breakup decided to publish those visual intimate materials online.
She says he would publish intimate pictures and videos on Facebook, Twitter, Dropbox, and even Pornhub, emailing her family and friends and even coworkers. She says he logged into her surveillance video to watch her. He hacked into her accounts, hacked into her Zoom meeting, and published intimate pictures and videos. She says he even sent her this threatening message, letting her know she would spend the rest of her life wiping herself clean from the internet.
His purpose is to ruin her.
Attorneys said they filed the lawsuit 16 months ago and were very pleased with the jury's verdict.
It was about sending a message to the world: do not mess with Texas, and particularly do not mess with Texas women.
And although Jane might never get that money from Jamal Jackson Marquez, she and her attorneys hope this sets a precedent for other cases like hers in the future.
I felt a little bit of I feel like I've been holding my breath for 3 years maybe. And I felt like that at least there were a group of people who saw me and let me breathe a little bit more.
Now, attorneys for Jane Doe say Jackson was never in court, even though they say he was served with all of these papers. And by the way, they did show me just Excel sheets of all the evidence that they presented, just a long list of harassments that were made against this woman. Hopefully, this brings some kind of closure and some kind of relief for her. Guys, we'll send it back to you guys.
Wow. Girl, now he didn't show up to court or anything. But you could sit up there and send her shit out and all of that stuff. Girl, I wish I would have been able to slick extradite his ass right on back to that courtroom because you was so big and bold to send it, but you ain't big and bold to bring your ass to the courtroom and face her or face anything else. And that's one of the main reasons why your damn judgment went so high. Because of your disrespect and lack of care for the courtroom, your absence. That's why they made your ass pay so much. Girl, I'm so here for that verdict. But I hate that she may never get paid. But I'm like, she should get something. Unless he finna go get paid under the table somewhere, honey. She should be able to get something. Hello? Because he going to be in all kind of trouble. Because if you don't pay it, then you going to end up being, arrested. Like, well, I ain't gonna say if you don't pay it, but like if you gotta pay taxes or something like that, you gonna end up getting yourself in a damn bind. You already in a bind for real, honey. But you know you're gonna end up getting yourself locked up. But either way, honey, that's what you get. Good luck, okay? Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below about this latest story. That's all that I got. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.